I'm Attorney Lewis Haskell, and today is July 15, 2021, the first day of payments of the Advanced Child Tax Credit. And already we are seeing that there are problems in the program, which really should come as a surprise to no one, as this was something that the IRS is just kind of throwing together at a time when they're still processing 32 million 2020 tax returns and trying to implement a program that frankly has never existed before. So what I want to do today is just try to explain, what the Advanced Child Tax Credit is and how it works, and hopefully people understand kind of what their rights are here, and hopefully figure out what to do if there is a problem. Last March, they made significant changes to the tax law. People remember that was the $1,400 stimulus check, that was the $10,200 exemption for unemployment benefits, and they increased the child tax credit from $2,000 per child under 17 to $3,000 per child under 18, and created a $3,600 credit for children under 5. They also created the advance that was to start today, and in fact did start today. That advance would be for the older children, $250 a month; for the younger children, $300 a month. And to figure out who would get it, they would look at the 2020, or perhaps if there wasn't a 2020, a 2019 tax return, and see what children we would expect to be eligible for the credit in 2021, and they're paying the last parent to claim the child. Well, right away, you can see that they really did not think through the problem of divorced and separated parents. Where one parent gets a child this year, the other one next year, and then they take turns again, so that the parent who claimed the child in 2020 would, under this system, be getting the Advanced Child Tax Credit, even though they will not be claiming the child in 2021. The IRS has chosen not to deal with this problem at this time. I'm guessing on their technology they haven't figured out how to do it, but whatever it is, for now, the only IRS guidance that we have seen is that the parent who will not be getting the 2021 tax credit should go to irs.gov and opt out of the advance. There is no provision for the other parent to get it, and they have not said what they're going to do with parents who are not entitled to the advance but are nevertheless collecting it. I know that it is my intention for my clients who are getting it in 2021 to claim the full $3,000, but we'll have to just wait and see how the IRS is planning to deal with that. In terms of everything else, though, I think the IRS is planning to deal with it by saying it's just an advance. If you don't get your advance, then you get your tax credit. That was their attitude towards the stimulus, which was also an advance of a 2020 tax credit, and the $1,400 is an advance of a 2021 tax credit, where yes, they looked at your 2019 return to figure out what your stimulus check would be, but if you did not get your stimulus, you simply claimed it as part of your 2020 taxes. If you did not receive your $1,400, you can claim it as part of your 2021 taxes. If you do not receive the Advanced Child Tax Credit, you'll simply get the whole $3,000 or the whole $3,600 when you file your taxes in 2021. If you get the $250 a month and you've collected $1,500 of advance, then you only get the other $1,500 at tax time. So I think the attitude of the IRS is going to be that if you don't get your advance, we're just going to do it the way we've always done it. In 2020, when it was $2,000 a child, people got the whole $2,000 at tax time. And I think one of the reasons that they're going to do that is simply because they're not prepared to do it any other way. Frankly, there is no possibility of writing a letter to the IRS today and having it dealt with before February anyway. It takes them months now even to open their mail, yet alone to process it and deal with it. So I'm not expecting a very sympathetic IRS when it comes to this subject. And as I say, they've already indicated that they're not sympathetic on the problem of divorced and separated parents. There is one thing, though, that I would like to clarify. When you're talking about the child tax credit, it's based on the child's age on December 31 of the tax year. And so why that's important is they've just increased the age to 18. So children under the age of 18 will be eligible for the child tax credit when taxes are done when 2021 taxes are prepared next year. There are a number of children who are 17 today, but will be 18 before the end of the year, and therefore will not be eligible for the 2021 child tax credit. Therefore, even though they're still 17, they're not eligible for the advance on the child tax credit. There has been some confusion on this point, and I do want to clarify that. That's not to say that the IRS will get it right every single time. And I've already heard, but my friend got it, and her child is going to be 18 this year. I'm sure that's true. And if the IRS messes up, they mess up, and that's on them. But it doesn't create a right for other people. So basically, this is a process that I think people are going to need to be patient with. That fortunately we will be able to fix when we file taxes, next January, February, March. And in some cases there may be situations that require more immediate attention. But most of it's just going to be kind of a play it by ear, wait and see, and we'll clean up whatever mess the IRS makes at the end of the year when we do these things anyway.